Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is your girl truly Ludi, and today we have another video where we are going to talk about black taxes. Black tax, what do you have in mind when you hear this? What are you thinking about? What is it? Black tax. So some ideas. Is it a tax that is on black people, or is it a black market tax, a tax on immigrant, or is it a hidden tax that you do not know about? What is it? What do you have in mind when you hear the word black taxes? So for me, black taxes was always a concept that I thought about, that I knew about, but I never really had a name. I was familiar with what it was, but I never really said this is black tax, this is my black tax. The first time I actually put a great explanation to it and an understanding and a name of it is reading a book by Trevor Noah. He's a South African author, born a crime. The book is actually really, really good, but in his explanation of black taxes, this is exactly what he said. It is because the generation who came before us have been pillaged rather than being free to use their skill and education to move forward. We lose everything just trying to bring everyone back up to zero. When you hear these words, what do you think? You lose everything trying to bring everyone back up to zero. Basically, what Trevor Noah is explaining is that black taxes is, let's say you come from a generation before you did not do well, but you grind hard, you work hard with some luck and some prayer and some hard work. You reach a certain level in your life where you're able to do a little bit better than most financially. But because you're in that position, what's happening is that your family kind of like depends on you now. Now you're trying to help them bring themselves back to the zero that he's talking about. And what are some causes of black taxes? Why is that? We could say a lot of things in the word, like the reason behind that. First of all is human, and human are greedy people, and there's a lot of corruption. Let's talk about financial inequality and just pure lack of humanity, exploitation of labor, and discrimination, racism, and also unequal distribution of resources, or what I call basically plain old stealing. But why talk about this? Why talk about black tax? Why is it important? I say it's important because it helps, like, nowadays, personal finance, I feel like it's something that is like, people are trying to understand, especially with the pandemic and things going on. They want to understand they want to understand their finance, how to make it better, how to work hard on it, how to have side hustle, and how to ask for a raise and all these things. And sometimes there's people who have their own black tax to pay and how to deal with that kind of situation, because basically a black tax is having the past always tugging up on your present. It's like you could never run away from that past, and you are in a position where you're like, you could never go above. And yes, I too carry my black taxes, and understanding that and like acknowledging, yes, this is my situation, and being okay with the fact that this is my situation kind of like helped me understand how to go about it and how to set some rules in my life and how to not defeat myself because of that. And understand that different people have different life, and this is my life, and how do I deal with the situation and also move forward and also like be the person that I want to be. And it did teach me a little about finance, more of my personal finance, more of like understanding where I am and understanding where I want to go, and the discipline that I have to bring into my life to get to these places. And this is something that, like, having that kind of like responsibility where you're actually helping your family. Sometimes it could be seen as a noble act, and sometimes it could be seen as a strain, but either way, you should not let it stop you from doing what you want to do. Yes, it might take you a little bit longer to reach where you want, but we can work on that. So some things that it taught me about finances, to have boundary. Have boundary meaning have boundary with the people you're helping, have boundary with yourself, understanding what you can afford, what you can't afford, understanding how much, like, since you're the one who's providing the help, how much are you able to help, but also not hindering your situation. Now, you don't want to help people, and next thing you know, you need help yourself. So you have to understand, okay, I'm able to help you this amount, I'm able to do this amount, I'm not able to go above that, because if I go above that, there's certain things in my life right now I'm not going to be able to handle. And don't go out there to take loans, don't go out there to take extra debt in order for you to help, because you might be in a sticky situation. Remember, at the end of the day, these people depend on you. And another thing is to live below your means and never above. This is just like plain rule of money. There's nothing more to explain. And also learn to say no. Learn to say no. Certain times people are going to come and say, hey, can I have that? Hey, can you help me with that? Hey, can you do this? You have to learn to say no. Certain times you're not able. And it's not because you're a bad person. It's because you just can't. And you have to take time for financial planning. Understand, your expenses. Understand how much money you're bringing in, how much money is coming out, how much money are you able to help others with, and how much money you're able to put in for your retirement. Because at the end of the day, you're still part of this present and you're still living. So you still have to take care of yourself. Are you putting money away for education? How far you want to go with education, and how is it helping you financially? And another very important thing is to empower your family members. Yes, you want to help them, but at the end of the day, if you're able to teach them something, if you're able to bring something in their mind for them to be able to go and get it themselves, I think that is the most important thing. And yeah, they might live in countries where they won't be able to do that, but we move. And also be grateful. Be grateful for being in a situation where you're able to provide help for others. Be grateful that God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is giving you a gift, is giving you this opportunity to improve people's life, to empower people's life, and for them to do great in life. I think being grateful is such a powerful thing. It helps us to push forward and to move with life. Again, I want to say thank you for watching this video, and it's always a pleasure. And this is your girl, truly Ludi. And like, share, and subscribe. And see you next time.